Yo, what up? So today we're going to be reacting to the best Flowers by Miley Cyrus covers on TikTok. I haven't seen any of these TikToks yet. I had someone else put them together for me. And like I said, these are the best on TikTok. So if I'm wisecracking, if I'm, popping off a little bit, hey, at the end of the day, this is the best shit out there, okay? But before we get started, today's video is sponsored by
Raid Shadow Legends.
Who said that?
Raid Shadow Legends is a turn-based RPG mobile game with some of the best graphics ever seen on a mobile device.
What I like the most about Raid Shadow Legends, there's quite a lot going on while still being easy to get into. Not to mention the fact that because it's on your mobile device and it's free, you can use it anywhere. Whether you're traveling, sitting on the toilet, doesn't matter. You can hop into Raid and it's gonna help you pass the time. For example, Raid has something called the
Doom Tower.
Can you stop? Doom Tower is a huge tower with tons of difficult bosses. In order to defeat the bosses in this tower, you do really need to think about the enemy's spells and your own group composition in order to counter those spells, because each boss has interesting and unique abilities. Not to mention the cool in-game rewards you get for defeating the bosses. Additionally, this spring, Raid has an ongoing egg hunt promotional event in which you enter a dragon's lair and you get a free egg which contains either in-game rewards or potentially an Amazon gift card. Completely free. This event is for new and existing players. All you gotta do is head over to egghunt.plarium.com and you'll get a special promo code which will earn you a free in-game gift as well. So what are you waiting for? Use the QR code on screen or check out my link in the description to try Raid Shadow Legends today. And using this QR code or the link in the description is going to get you a free special starter pack with an epic champion. Thanks again,
Raid Shadow Legends,
for sponsoring this video. Let's get started.
I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours, say things you don't understand.
Bruh, I was thinking it at the beginning, but she's straight up channeling Miley Cyrus here. It's actually impressive. What the heck?
Yeah, I can take myself dancing, I can hold my own hand. Yeah, I can love me better than you can. Can love me better, I can love me better, baby.
Yes!
Love me better.
Even like the slight country accent. Miley's voice is a little bit more raspy, let's say, but that's because she technically is recovering from a vocal disorder which she had surgery for. So that kind of goes with the territory. Anyway, very impressive.
I can love me better, baby.
Yes! Nice.
Oh,
Hey!
I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand.
Oh!
Talk to myself for hours.
Hey!
Say things you don't understand.
Nice little growl.
Oh, I can take myself dancing, and I can hold my own hand.
Oh my God, these are so nice, dude.
You can.
Ooh! It's not a particularly high song. I think the difficult part of this is getting the power and getting the tone.
I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours, see things you don't understand.
There's some good ones today.
Yeah, I can take myself dancing,
Oh!
I can hold my own hand. Yeah, I can love me better than you can.
Insane. I always find it super impressive when men are able to take covers of female songs, especially because I think this is in the same key or pretty damn close to it, and make it work for them. Because you can't imitate one-to-one. You have to kind of find places to improvise, change the vowels a little bit. And I think he did an amazing job. I don't think you could do it better.
I can buy myself flowers,
Huh?
write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours.
I think that the way that she's singing is actually a pretty advanced technique, because singing with too much air and too much volume is actually a bit dangerous. I'm not saying she's doing anything dangerous, by the way. She's really like threading the needle, if that makes sense. And I think she's doing this by essentially taking the same position as if she was belting, as if she was singing it loudly, holding that position, pulling the volume back, and then adding a little bit of air. So what that ends up doing is something like, so let's take the I can take myself dancing line. So if I were to sing it completely full, minimizing as much air as I can, I could take myself dancing, yeah. Obviously, I probably wouldn't sing it that way, but if I can hold that same position, pull the volume back, and add air, I can take myself dancing, yeah. You see what I'm saying? Then you kind of you're starting to get at it. I can take myself dancing, yeah. And then you kind of are able to get at some of the smoky sandiness that Miley Cyrus has. Anyway.
Yeah, I can love me better than you can.
Sounded great. Our favorite.
I can buy myself flowers. Write my name in the sand. Talk to myself for hours.
Ooh.
Say things you don't understand.
He's perfect for this.
I can take myself dancing.
Oh my God.
And I can hold my own hand. Yeah, I can love me better than you can.
Dude, I almost like that better. What the hell? Oh, hey.
Write my name in the sand.
She has the perfect voice for this as well. Her voice already naturally sounds kind of like Miley's.
No, talk to myself for hours. Say things.
She even has the Miley Cyrus vibrato. What the heck? Miley Cyrus has a very, at least in this particular song, her vibrato is really quick.
Don't understand. I could take myself dancing. No, I can hold my own head.
I really hope, though, that she doesn't live above somebody. Can you imagine this at 3 a.m.? She's gonna make her neighbors take a broom handle to the ceiling.
Yeah, I could love me better than you can.
She sounds exactly like Miley Cyrus. What the hell?
I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand.
This is like if Miley and Lana Del Rey had a
Talk to
child.
myself for hours, see things you don't understand.
Ooh, there's some real good ones today, dude.
I can buy myself flowers,
Oh!
write my name in the sand.
Oh! The control. Oh! When she took her vibrato, it was loud, and she pulled the volume back with the vibrato, not missing a goddamn beat. Take another listen to that.
Write my name in the sand.
Oh, so
Talk
delicate.
to myself for hours.
Ah,
Say
the run.
things you don't understand. I can take myself dancing,
oh.
and I can hold my own hand. Yeah, I can
Whoa.
love me better than you can. Can love me better. I can love me better, baby. Can love me better. I can love me better, baby.
This song is so well written. One thing I really love about these TikTok covers is how all these different interpretations bring out so many different things in the song. And a lot of times I'm starting to think that's really what makes us a good song. You can't do that with a lot of songs. You know what I'm saying? And I think maybe that's part of what makes the song catch in our head. I could be wrong, but being able to like sing the song to ourselves and be like, oh, I like doing it this way. I like doing it that way. I like adding this little spice here. Like, even if you can't sing, I bet a lot of y'all out there imagine this stuff in your head, like when you're humming to yourself or whatever. And I don't know. Anyway, my point is this song is fucking amazing, and she brings things out of this song that I didn't even think were in there.
And I can hold my own hands. Yeah,
Do they have vibrato?
I can love me better than you can love me better. I can love me better, baby.
That's so cute.
Can love me better. I can love me better, baby. Can love me better. I can love me better, baby.
I can buy myself flowers,
Oh!
write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours, say things you don't understand.
So she is getting, like, remember how I brought up earlier, getting a little bit of that loud airiness to your vocals? Like, it's all over the place in pop, by the way. If you really pay attention to it, you're going to hear this sort of like super, super airy, not just like soft and whispery and light, but like, hey, like an actual exhale into the sound. It's all over pop. Anyway, what she is doing that's a bit different from the previous singers is she's actually closing down a lot of her vowels, whereas a lot of the other singers open them up like Miley does. So she's going more.
Say things you don't understand.
There's this sort of like, don't understand. Right? It gets closed down sounding, as opposed to the way a lot of the other singers were doing it was, say things you don't understand. Where it's more of a do as opposed to a duh. Anyway, just pointing it out, I think it's super interesting. I love all the different flavors. I love all the different takes, and I love this video.
I can take myself dancing.
You hear that?
I can hold my own hand.
She's also getting quieter as the pitch goes up. Maybe not quieter, but the volume is fairly even. A lot of the other singers were getting louder as the pitch increased, which is what Miley does as well. Yes. Oh.
We were good.
Oh.
We were gold.
Hey.
Kind of dream that can't be so.
Is it? This is actually better, dude.
Right.
Oh.
We weren't.
I'm getting into this.
Home and watched it.
There better be a full version.
I didn't want to leave you. I didn't want to lie. Started to cry.
I want to hear this chorus so bad.
Remembered I can buy flowers.
This is so good.
Write my name in the sand.
What the hell?
Talk to myself for hours. Say things you don't understand. I can take myself dancing. And I can hold my own hand. Yeah, I can love me better than you can.
Hey!
Love me better. I can love
It's so good.
Can love me better.
I can love you better, baby. Bruh. His singing style, by the way, is a little bit of a combination between the last two I discussed. When the track has this much energy and this much bounce, sometimes bringing up these big, full, weighty vowels can just, make the song a little bit sluggish. There's got to be some pep in that step. You know what I'm saying?
Started to cry, then remembered I can buy myself flowers.
Oh.
Write my name in the sand. Talk to myself for hours. Say things you don't understand.
So here's my hot take for the day. A lot of vocal problems, let's say, are gender specific, right? Women come in and they tend to have their own particular set of issues. Men come in, they have their own particular set of issues. Oftentimes, men are too loud, too big sounding, because that's how men in our culture are encouraged to speak, right? Men talk like this. That's what you do as a man. And women tend to be a little bit more softer spoken. They tend to have a little bit of a lighter sound, especially as the pitch increases. They also tend to have more difficulty belting because they tend to switch into their falsetto or their head voice, whereas men kind of have the opposite problem. But anyway, that aside, I know that this type of a singing style can be particularly difficult for a lot of women due to cultural implications placed on women's voices when they're speaking in particular. And 99% of our vocalizing is speaking. So when you're trying to then start singing, those habits carry over. So anyway, I'm only bringing that up because I've seen my goddamn demographics, okay? I know 70% of y'all watching are ladies. What's up, ladies? Stop. Cut that out.
Incredibly cringe, brother.
So that being said, if you're trying to get this same sound, you've really got to find it in yourself to get the volume.
I can take myself dancing. And
You can start changing your vowels as well.
You've heard this
What's
song,
going on
right?
here?
Flowers? Yeah. My others. Okay, sing it for me.
I can buy myself flowers. Write my name in the sand.
Sounds like Shawn
Talk
Mendes.
to myself for hours. Say things you don't understand.
Nice, dude. Does he sing often? Anyone who follows him?
Raymond! So flowers. name in the sand. Talk to myself for hours. Say things you don't understand.
A little bit softer, more twangy, more of this like stand as opposed to You see what I'm saying? It's a little bit more closed down, but it's not just closed down. There's also like this sharpness to it. In other words, Raymond tends to move his vowels more towards an whereas a lot of the other singers would move their vowels more towards a or ooh.
I can take myself dancing.
Hear all the
And I can hold my own hand. Yeah, I can love me better than you.
He does this like, then you can. He sings then as opposed to then. He's a master at it.
You can.
That was so good though. Holy shit. That was actually insane.
Can buy myself flowers. Write my name in
We've seen him before. You can hear the difference, right? I love that these are both one after the other because you can hear he is going for the sail for hours. He's doing the sail for hours. Hey, it's so loud and shouty. By the way, shouty is not a negative thing in my book. Whereas Raymond brought a lot of these more towards the sail for hours.
Talk to myself for hours. Say things you don't understand. I can buy myself flowers. Write my name in the sand.
Oh, she's doing something so cool.
Talk to myself for hours.
I've had many lessons with students who say, you know what, I'm trying to get louder. I'm trying to increase the volume. I'm trying to get beltier. There are two things that can help you get louder. Number one, it's important that you pick the right vowel. If you're picking a vowel that's small and closed, like ooh, it's not gonna get very loud. It just can't, right? Not A, not O, A and O. Okay, number one. Number two, it's super, super helpful to, at least initially, and she's doing this very, very masterfully and very well controlled, add a lot of this sound at the same time that you do the A or the O. So if I go, hey, it's not gonna work. And why is it not gonna work? Because it needs some of this. Hey! And when you add that to the sound, it allows for volume to happen. So anyway,
Say things you don't.
you can hear it on her voice everywhere.
I can take myself dancing, and I can hold my own hand. Yeah, I can love me better than you can.
You can hear that, then you can. She has so much of that sound.
I can buy myself flowers. Write my name in the sand.
Oh,
Talk to myself for hours. Say things you don't understand.
oh my God.
I can take myself dancing, and I can hold my own hand. Yeah, I can love me better than
See if you can hear the twang.
you can.
Whenever someone's so powerful like this, you can hear the twang. If you know to listen for it, you can hear it.
Guys, is anyone else feeling this mashup? I can't buy myself flowers.
She has tons of it, almost Amy Winehouse.
In the sand. Talk to myself for hours. Say
Hey!
things you don't understand.
This is a great way to practice singing the song if you want to develop your twang. I'm so happy she came up.
And I can take myself dancing. Oh, I can hold my own hand. Yeah.
A lot of vocal coaches will say, oh, you have to sing with an open throat, except that's not actually what it looks like. You might want to feel that way, right? It might be a great tool for that reason, but some people actually do feel like their throat gets smaller and more narrow because that's actually what's happening.
Love me better than.
You can.
Love me better than. Go on now, go. Walk out the door.
Hey!
Don't turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore, no. Weren't you the one who tried to break me? We could buy. You think I'd crumble? You think I'd lay down and die, but I will survive. Started
Lauren!
remembered I
She's gonna be so good at this.
can buy myself flowers. Write my name in the sand.
Talk to myself for hours. Say things you don't understand. I can take
I love how much content she uploads.
Hey!
Hey! So good. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had a lot of fun. I hope it was helpful for you all. And if it wasn't helpful, I hope it was fun. Be sure that you subscribe to the channel if you're interested in these kind of videos. Drop a like on the video. It really does help out. It tells the algorithm that you like the video and you want to see more of them. Also, be sure to check me out over on TikTok as well. My TikTok's popping off lately. Check me out over on Patreon. On my Patreon, I'm going to be uploading a video really nerding out and dissecting Miley Cyrus's technique. It's going to be the singing technique tier. I'm going to go through the flower song and I'm going to pick apart everything that makes it what it is from a vocal technique perspective. Really nerdy stuff that, you know, would probably not do well on YouTube. People would probably be, their eyes would glaze over. But it's important for people who are serious about singing, so check it out if you're interested. Also, check out my Discord, link to that down in the description. Over there, you can send me reaction requests. So if there's something you want me to react to, drop it down in the Discord. There's going to be a little channel for that. And until next time, Tristans,
And just fam.
peace.